when we got together, we've been talking, but we hadn't seen each other physically in 5 years.
But the thing that the absence of rockstar, we had another interview with Vinnie Paul, and he said that his annoyance was a little bit, yeah, when he was young, or when you were young as well, you had maybe to really, it was a quest to get the record from your favorite band, and now everyone just downloads everything from the internet, what makes them a little bit less connected to the art. Is that maybe not also a little bit part of the absence of rock stars because you don't idolize anything, because you can access it so easily?
That's a good thing, and I don't like bringing up Slipknot much in our interviews right now, but just to make an analogy, and this is the stuff that we do with our art too, is that you want to have the packaging, because there's so much once you get in there. The one that we're designing right now, people, and our fans are, we have a cult following that hasn't gone anywhere. So I see us only gaining fans, but you want to have like the packaging, and that's the same thing with Slipknot. We don't like half-ass any of our shit. So, and I've never, ever, and I can honestly say this, downloaded anything off, from another band, ever. I do not believe in it. I think it's absolute bullshit. And I'm a record buyer still. I still go to the stores. I still, shop for records, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, whatever. But I still support music in that way, because I do not feel right about the downloading thing, and it's starting to freak me out a little bit.
But I mean, depends. Your opinion on that is. I mean, I agree with you, but you cannot avoid like maybe people.
You can't at all.
You can't. It's just a.
But do you deliver something extra maybe for fans to trigger them into?
I mean, I think with a band like us, we're not. It's a visual. It's and we know, and like you said, we put a lot of work in our packaging and artwork, our shows, just everything. So I think to really digest us, there's going to be people that are just going to download it and be fine with the songs. Those are people that are standing at the back. But all the ones that are up front that know every word and everything in this, they're the ones that are going for that package. So I'm not really worried about that, and whoever's going to download it, great. If someone downloads it that wouldn't have been a fan, that downloaded it and then goes out and buys everything and buys the posters and the T-shirts and all that, it's just the way it is. Things aren't the way it is anymore. You can't stop it. We're not supporters of downloading stuff. I mean, I bought stuff off iTunes and things like that, but I bought it. So it's like I'm not into
that's different.
Yeah, I'm not into downloading things like that. It's like I buy my music that I like.
Let's get to a different topic. This was actually, I read, the first time you wrote together in the same room, if I'm correct.
It's the first time we actually wrote together.
What did you learn about Wednesday's writing?
Well, I've known about it for a long time. The first time I heard about, this is a long time ago. This is before we actually got to what the Murderdolls were, initially going to be. So I heard his old band, the Frankenstein Drag Queens, and I was in this band called the Rejects. And I just had some upcoming shows, and I kind of had a plan that I really wanted to work with him no matter what, even if it didn't involve the Rejects. And even though he was into like some more of the dirtier glam metal stuff, which I was not totally into.
Yeah, if it wasn't punk or glam, I didn't listen to it.
Period.
But I was on the opposite side. But I mean, there's a lot of glam bands that I like that I could tell you, but it doesn't really matter right now. But like when I heard songs like "Die My Bride," that song is heavy and it's evil and it's sinister, it's tongue in cheek, and that was kind of like the stuff that I was doing. Then like song like "Twist My Sister" and then "Grave Robbing USA," "Motherfucker I Don't Care," "Love at First Fright." These are all songs. That does not sound fucking glam metal to me at all. And that's why I hate that comparison. Yeah. They're not like that. They're like really, really cool songs, and they're actually really heavy. Like "Twist My Sister," even though it has an uppity vibe, that song is still very heavy and it's very aggressive. So when I found him, I was almost like a stalker. It took me a while to find him because I found him out of Maximum Rock and Roll, this punk rock magazine out of the
U.S.
The U.S.
black and white punk zine.
So I finally found him, and we got together, and we made the record. Like, and a song like "Slit My Wrist" is like half mine, half his. We actually did write that one together, and that's a heavy song too. But with this, like that record was really thrown together, kind of like really quick.
Compilation-wise.
Yeah, and it was more of, I look at it as just kind of a glorified demo, basically, because I recorded all that stuff not knowing that we were going to put that record out on Roadrunner, and. It ended up doing what it did, but this record is demos that he has had and songs that I've had in my mind for like about 8 years.
8 years.
So when we got together, we've been talking, but we hadn't seen each other physically in 5 years.